Greetings, royal family. Welcome back to the channel and thank you for clicking on the video. So Lauryn Hill has a reputation of being late, Miss L Boogie, but she was right on time because she posted a statement recently on her Facebook page and she pretty much addressed her daughter's recent statements about her childhood. So if you're not aware, Selah Marley, who is Lauryn Hill's daughter and also the daughter of Rohan Marley, she recently posted a video to her social media. And in that video, she talked about her childhood. She expressed how her father's absence, had a major impact on her life. And she also talked about the way that her mother chose to discipline her and the things that her mother was going through publicly, how that affected her life as well. So Lauryn Hill, she goes on to explain that she raised her daughter to protect her, basically. And Lauryn, she's been open about, like the vultures that she had to deal with in her career. And she says that experience or those experiences really affected her. Lauryn said that she spoke with Selah after her IG video and they talked about her feelings. Lauryn wrote, "I discussed with Selah what it must have been like having a child while being hunted by," I won't even say that word on this channel, "or what it was like for the children of runaway slaves. The child, just being a child, puts her and everyone else's lives in jeopardy. Keeping the child quiet to escape the dangers is also having a child's life. Saving a child's life. Imagine that. When I realized that the pressure on me was so incredibly hypocritical and unfair, criminal even, that even my children weren't allowed to be children, I stepped away. I wasn't removed, I stepped away. Weaning myself and my family from the addictions that systems of control attempt to use through fame and celebrity is no joke." So Lauryn Hill just basically talking about what she considers vultures in the music industry. She was very vocal about this. Some may even say that she was blackballed or kicked out of the music industry, but she makes it very clear on numerous occasions and in this most recent instance that she stepped away. She goes on to say, "It's painful and people were not above using my children to keep exploiting me. Keeping a child sober-minded in the midst of everyone trying to seduce and bribe and coerce is an incredibly challenging thing to do. Sell a few million copies of a recording and see the wolves and sharks for yourself before you determine what's appropriate and what's not. The danger was real, and this danger I faced alone, unsupported as I should have been, and dumped on by the same people who only a few years before built a fortune off the same gifts they later tried to deny and then copy." She goes on to write, "My life has been about protecting my children from all kinds of danger, and that's only possible when you protect yourself from the danger as well. Selah is on the road to healing and contextualizing her childhood and has allowed her process. But if you come for me, come for your own mama and those absent fathers. Come for them too. Your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your great-great-great-great-grandparents, Caribbean parents, African parents, and everyone else damaged and judged for being black and forced to conform and assimilate to Western standards of order, shaped through the filter and lens of anti-blackness." Woo! Darn, I miss L Boogie. She continues on, "Selah and I speak often, and she knows we are both working through our stuff. The exploitation, the abandonment, the mistreatment, and the muzzling of our own gifts and intelligence to make it more comfortable for others, which is a big mistake to do. It can only lead to implosion or explosion. We're both learning and healing, and each of my children has a similar story and journey. All of you in a rush to crucify someone, careful who you string up or nail up. You might have an extremely limited view of the actual reality. We all hate abuse and exploitation. Sometimes, in an effort to fight against it, we can easily become the abuser, the exploiter, and this is what we have to watch for. No one is exempt from needing to watch themselves in that way." And she concluded, "My children are strong-willed and powerful. Better I discipline them at home than have them shot down in the streets or locked up. They are not necessarily passive people, and they're also learning how to navigate a world full of beauty, but also full of danger. This was in no way easy to do as a single parent battling a public attack for not conforming and single handedly financially responsible for so many. My children's families on both Hill and Marley's side have been hunted and persecuted for speaking out against and challenging the social, political, economic, and spiritual dynamics that require a terroristic fear be put in black people in order to control them. My God, today. This woman said a word, and a lot of people were passing judgment. Some weren't, when Selah was giving her account and what it was like and the effects of her childhood growing up. And she did also say, Selah that is, she did also say that her mother has worked through, her imperfections. And she's 19, 20, whatever, however old she is. She said that her mother has really changed significantly since she was in the 6th grade, Selah that is. So Lauryn Hill, basically, I understand you, sis, and I hear you. And she broke this all the way down. And I was surprised that she gave a statement. Did you guys see this? Did you guys read this? She posted this on Facebook. And I have to say that I respect it 100%. A lot of people are not fans of physical punishment or discipline when it comes to their children. Some people subscribe to it. But she here is not making an excuse. Neither was Selah. She's not making an excuse. But she basically called it out. Man, she said a word here. There's nothing else that I need to say. On the flip side of that, Selah's father, this is Rohan Marley, he made a public statement to his daughter, and he apologized to Selah for, childhood trauma, any childhood trauma that she endured because of his absence. And he goes on to say, I love her very much and do apologize for any contributions I may have added by arguing in front of her as a child. I've grown as a man, a spiritual being, and a father. I am constantly growing and will teach my children to always take the higher road in any disagreements. I will be there for her no matter how many hours, days, months, or years it will take. I will be the best dad that I can be. One love. Now, here's what I don't like about this, quote, apology. First of all, you're sitting here saying that you argued in front of her. Who were you arguing with? Obviously, you're talking about her mother, and you're going to teach your children to be the bigger person. What the heck does that mean? And walk away from any arguments? Okay, that's great. But in reference to this, yeah, I guess this is the best that it's going to get as far as his apology is concerned. He gave a public apology, but Selah said that she does not want anyone attacking her parents, especially her father. So I will honor her request because she's the daughter of my fave, L Boogie. But tell me what you guys think. Did you guys see Lauryn Hill's statement? What do you feel about her statement? Lauryn Hill, basically her story has not changed in years as it pertains to what life was like for her in the music industry. And I did say when I talked about this situation previously, Selah, you got a lot of living to do, sweetie. And hopefully you won't have to endure any of the things that your mother endured while she was trying to basically raise you and your siblings. See, parents are not perfect. People do the best that they can with the tools that they are given. So it's good to know that both Selah and Lauryn Hill are both at a place where they talked about this and it's all good. But honey, Lauryn Hill preached a word, honey, in that statement. So Royal Family, get down in the comments. Tell me what you think. Did you see Selah's video? She did take it down because she was being, criticized heavily by press and publications and things like that. But what do you think about what Lauryn Hill said? What do you think about the whole thing? What do you think about Rohan Marley's apology? Get down in the comments and let me know. Please keep all comments respectful. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed the quick commentary today. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and make sure you tap dance on that notification bell and select all so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. Lauryn Hill preached the word, honey. All right, I'm signing off. Until next time, peace.